Welcome to the garage, and today we are doing a pretty preventive maintenance item on my 2011 Jeep Wrangler JKU. We're going to be replacing the cabin air filters that are located inside where the glove box is located. While my Jeep Wrangler Unlimited is the sport version and it did not come with air filter elements, it has everything else in it that you need to have an air filter for the cabin air filter. So you can go ahead and install these air filter elements even if it didn't come with them from the factory. In order to get to where the air filter elements go, first just open your glove box. And of course, who doesn't have a glove box full of napkins and straws and other things? And you just squeeze the sides together to get the glove box to be able to drop all the way down, and you can remove it. And of course, it doesn't help that it looks like one of my napkins fell back here in the back behind it. Get that out of the way. With the glove box out, if you look, camera view is really helpful. You can see the bright white at the bottom and then a darker, dirtier white at the top. So the bright white at the bottom are the filter elements, and the darker is a little cover that changes position based on whether you're recirculating the cabin air or if you're pulling in air from the outside. You do not need to turn the Jeep on to get access to the filter elements. They're right there. But if you want a little bit more room, you can turn the Jeep on. You don't need to start it. But then this will automatically lift that little barrier up out of the way, and now you can get your hand up there and get these out even more easily. Now, if your Jeep is stock, you won't have this in the way. This is a grounding lug for my CB radio connection, but I can work around that. But what you will notice, there are these two clasps at the bottom of the plastic. It's pretty simple. You just push down a little bit and pull it out, and that brake makes them come free. You would think you could then swing this up, but this side will actually hit this plastic box. So I have to lift mine out of the way of that grounding lug. But either way, so these will lift up. This one will lift up all the way, no problem. This one, it won't. It hits, like I said, it hits the plastic. But now you can reach in and fish this out with your fingers. And then you can reach in, slide the other one over, and pull it out. As you would expect, installing the new ones is exactly the same, but backwards of taking the old ones out. Most of these come with airflow direction printed on the side of the filter element, so take a look at that. Make sure the arrow is pointed in the correct direction. For this Jeep, airflow is from top to bottom, and you just put them both in, and then you can close up that plastic clips. And that's it for installing the new filter elements. And I'll leave a link in the video description for the filter elements that I'm using. So if you're not sure which way the airflow direction is on your Jeep, obviously you can just turn the fan on, turn it on high, and you can put your hand in there and feel which way the air is flowing. Like I said, for my Jeep, for the Jeep Wrangler, it's from top to bottom. Just be careful when you do that. You need to have the Jeep set in recirculation mode to use the cabin air to keep that damper open. Otherwise, it'll go all the way full closed to pull in only air from the outside. With the new filter elements installed, you just put the glove box back in place. First, set the two plastic tabs on the bottom of the glove box into these little slots that forms the hinge for the glove box. Push it up, squeeze the sides together to get it to pop behind the plastic cutouts, and you are good to go. The maintenance schedule on the Jeep says to do this every 2 years or every 20,000 miles. It depends on the environment you live in. It's been, I think, close to 3 years since I did this last. We don't get a lot of dust and other stuff. The filters that I pulled out didn't look that horribly dirty, but they're really inexpensive. So might as well keep up with it, because the thing that this is doing is it's trying to prevent dirt and other things from getting into the system to prevent damage to the fan and to other components. So it's a pretty simple preventive maintenance item that you can keep up on and help keep your Jeep in good running order. So hopefully the video has been useful, helpful. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments section. Thanks for considering subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everyone's support. Until the next video, y'all take care and have a good one.